Hey, Steve Stine here, and if you're like me and you like to go to YouTube to learn various different guitar techniques, I've got something really cool to show you. It's called the UD Vidami pedal. And with this pedal, what you can do is continue playing guitar, and you don't have to take your hands off to control the video. You actually control the video with your feet, which saves you a lot of time and a lot of frustration because you don't have to stop playing guitar and then type or use your mouse or whatever it might be. You can just use your feet to control the video. You can fast forward and rewind and loop and slow down and pause the video, all these different things. So what I want to do is I want to show you what the Vidami pedal looks like. Now, these are going to be some of the buttons that you're going to see. All right, so now we're looking at the Vidami pedal. So let's take a look at the buttons on the pedal here. If we go up to the top on the left-hand side, we see the speed button. Now this speed button, when you click it, it's going to start slowing down. So each time you click it, it's going to get slower. It goes from 100% to 75% to 50%, to 35%, and then all the way down to 20%. And then if you click it again, of course, it starts all over back at 100%. Now, if we move over to the right-hand side, we're going to see the loop button. Now, with this, what you do is you click it once to engage the beginning of the loop. You'll click it a second time to end that looped section, so it'll just keep looping that over and over and over. And if you decide you're done with that, what you can do is click that loop button a third time, and it will clear the looped section that you had. Now, what's really cool is that this loop and the speed work in conjunction with each other. So once you've got the loop engaged and you're watching whatever section you need, you can change the speed at the same time by going back to the speed button and changing it to whatever's going to work best for you. Now, if we move down to the bottom, we see on the left-hand side, we see the back button, okay? Now, what that does is every time you click it, it moves back 5 seconds. And what you can actually do is if you hold that back button, you can start the video all over again as well. Okay? And then moving over here, we've got on the right-hand side, we've got the forward button, and that does just the opposite, of course. When you click that, it's going to move forward 5 seconds each time you click it. And then we've got the play pause button down in the middle there. And the play pause button, of course, does exactly that. It plays the video or pauses the video, but what you can do as well is hold that play pause button, and what it will do is clear all of the functions that you have. So you might have it slowed down with a loop going and all that sort of thing. If you press and hold that play button, the play pause button, it will disable all of those. It will clear all of those functions, so you're just watching the video normally again. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to one of my videos on YouTube, and we're actually going to use the Vidami pedal in action. So here we go. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this UD Vidami pedal in action. I've got a video here on YouTube that we're going to try and look at. Maybe there's a section of the solo that we want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pedal to start and pause the video. So here we go. Okay, so I'll pause it right there. Now let's say I wanted to go back and I wanted to look at those harmonies. So watch this. I'm going to start the video, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the back button, and it's going to back us up 5 seconds each time. Okay, so let's say we want to take that section, that little harmonized section, and we're going to loop that. So I'm going to back up again, and then right before the harmonized section, I'm going to hit the loop button, and right after that section, I'm going to hit the loop button again, and that will be our section. So here we go. Okay, so I can pause it, obviously, while this is happening. But what I'm going to do now is I've got these options for speed going from 100%. Let me show you this here. So we're at 100%. Okay, so you can see all those different percentages in there that we can use to slow this down while it is looped. Okay, and then we can figure out how the little section goes, and then we can move on. So let's say we figured this section out and we want to go to another section. What I can do then is I can hit the loop button a third time, and it's going to shut it off. So watch this. I'm going to start it. Okay, so now we've bypassed that loop, and now we're on to something else. Now, if I know there's a section I want, but it's a ways up, what I can do is start using the forward pedal. Let's say it's that. Maybe that's the part that I want to try and work on. So I would go through the same process again, using the looping, so I can loop it in and out, and then I can use the speed to find what's going to be the best speed for me to work with here. Okay, and then I can back up or forward or whatever it is that I need to do from there. So it really is an amazing pedal, and you can do all of this with your feet. You don't use your hands for anything. Now, the last thing I'd like to remind you is that there is another feature which, when you hit the back button, what it'll do is if you hold the back button, it'll actually go back to the very beginning of the video, and you can watch the whole thing all over again. So it's a pretty amazing pedal. Again, a wonderful design by Utility Design, the UD Vidami pedal. So as you can see, it's an incredible time saver in trying to figure out the different parts of songs or whatever it is that you might be doing on YouTube, simply being able to control everything with your feet and keep your hands on your guitar. Now, the Vidami does work in the Google Chrome browser on either a PC or a Mac. All you have to do is download the Vidami Chrome extension, and the pedal plugs directly into your computer using a 6-foot USB cable. That's all you have to do. You plug it in, you download the extension, and you're ready to go. So if you get a chance, take a look at the new UD Vidami pedal by Utility Design and see what you think. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.